no, 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 no. The city exhales when the bars shut down, like it's tired of wearing the crown. I walk past lives I almost chose. Every face tells me what I know. I don't chase the younger man, I buried him where I stand. Every scar I never show keeps time move slow. I learned pain don't need a sound, it just settles in around like smoke that stains a room long after you leave. These dark blues don't fight the night, they make peace with low light. They don't promise, they don't use, they just sit with truth. I don't rise, I don't lose, I remain in dark loops. Street corners whisper my name, not loud, just enough to stay. Your memory ain't sharp or sweet, it's the rhythm in my feet. I don't replay what went wrong, I let it hum like an old song. Some melodies don't resolve, they just go on. I stopped asking for relief, stopped dressing wounds with belief. Some nights aren't meant to end, they just been. These dark blues keep their distance, like a man who understands. They don't ask me to be strong, they just let me stand. I don't win, I don't choose, I just stay in dark blue. Midnight feels like borrowed time, every breath a measured line. I don't rush what's nearly gone, I let it finish on its own. I've seen hope wear thinner skin, break when you lean too hard on it. I don't curse what's overdue, I let it through. If love's a language, I went quiet, not out of fear, just tired. Some truths don't want release, they want peace. I ain't empty, I ain't full, just steady like the pull of gravity in you. lose, I don't pray, I don't lose. I exist in dark rooms. Morning bread, no cue. Same world, dark blue. Empty glass, full ashtray, same old song on replay. You showed up, boots by the door, laughing at smoke like I'd heard it before. Red lipstick on my best mistakes. You said, boy, how much more can you take? I said, you choose. If love's gonna hurt, make it whiskey blues. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slow and loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels aligned. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through. Baby, if my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey blues. We dance crooked on a crooked floor. You stole my breath, then you asked for more. Neon buzzing, but I watched your eyes on my bad habits in a good disguise. You said I'm trouble, wrapped in lace, a long slow fall you can't erase. I tip my glass to your worn out shoes, said trouble's my type and my type is blues. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slow and loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels aligned. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through. Baby, if my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey blues. Sunday morning, sun too bright. You in my shirt from the night last night. Coffee cold, but your hands were warm. We laughed at the mess and the thunderstorm. You traced the lines on my tired face, said you've been running, babe, from an empty place. I kissed your palm, said I always choose the long way home through the whiskey blues. Every promise tastes like fire, every kiss a spinning room. I keep lighting my desire like a man who knows it's doomed. but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels aligned. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through. Baby, if my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey, whiskey blue. You're my last call, first sin, my goodbye, my begin. You're the ache I lean into the storm I keep walking through. You're the card I should not draw, every line I cross in chalk. You're the prayer I half believe, the one I drink and never leave. So take my pride, take my name, scratch your letters in my flame. If love's a tab I can't refuse, I'll pay it singing these whiskey blues. Hey! Years go by, same old bar, same old stool, same old scars, but your laugh still shakes the walls every time I pass life calls. We ain't perfect, we ain't pure, but every fight makes me more sure. I'd trade my heaven for these worn-out shoes, walking beside you through the whiskey blues. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slow and loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels aligned. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through. Baby, if my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey, whiskey blue. So pour it slow, let the night run long. Life is short, but this love is strong. If I gotta drown, I'll choose this view. You, my glass, and these whiskey blues. You, my glass, and these whiskey blues. Met you in a back road barroom, lipstick on a Monday noon. You laughed at my worn out boots, said, boy, I like that tune. You had a crooked little halo hanging from a cigarette. I had a wallet full of promises and a book of unpaid debts. We danced on splintered floorboards till the jukebox lost its fight. You wrote your number on a coaster, left your heart print in my mind. We shared a cab, we shared a secret, shared a bottle, shared a bed. You traced the future on my shoulder, I just kissed your forehead instead. Love tastes like whiskey on my wedding ring, burns going down, but I still drink. You're the bruise on my heart and the song I night you packed a busted suitcase, shoved your dreams down with your dress, said, I'm tired of waiting on someday, tired of loving you to death. I reached out with shaking fingers, caught a tear along your chin, said, girl, I'm just a slow learner. You said you'll learn once I'm gone. Now the bed's a frozen canyon, I sleep close to the edge. Your side smells like faded shampoo, dust and broken pledge. I wear this ring like a reminder of every word I failed to say. Like a bottle with your name carved, I keep throwing it away. Love tastes like whiskey on my wedding ring. Burns going down, but I still drink. You're the bruise on my heart and the song I sing. Sweet as sin, rough as spring. Yeah, love tastes like whiskey on my wedding ring. I keep on sipping like it don't mean a thing. Every goodbye, every vow I bring comes back round. Whiskey on my wedding ring. I raise a glass to the first I love you, another one to the last slam door, one to the nights we almost made it, one to the clothes on the floor. Here's to the fights, here's to the making up, here's to the lies that filled our cup, here's to the truth that we never spoke, here's to the chain we called a rope. Oh yeah. Now I haunt these same old bar stools, your ghost in every dim lit face. Bartender knows the way I'm leaning, he just wipes down my mistakes. There's a lipstick print on my memory that no one else can fit. Every time I try to chase a new one, the old tape starts to hit. Saw you in the Sunday paper, on a stranger's folded arm, that crooked halo shining on a different kind of charm. You look calm, you look steady, like a river found its bed. I touched your picture with my thumb and ordered bourbon instead. Knife goes in like a tailor coat, fist just right around my throat. City lights don't ask my name, they blink once, then look away. I don't chase what's moving fast, I learn wait from things that last. Every step I didn't lose, polished by dark blues. I see the fire burn itself, trying to be something else. Some men learn to rise and fall, I learned to stand. These dark blues don't break my stride, they keep the edges tight. They don't trust these dark blues. Just steady tune. Dark blues. Ashtray, sunrise on the windowsill. Coffee gone cold, your side still warm. Last night's argument hanging in the air like that coat you never wear anymore. You said, baby, I'm tired of your promises. I laughed it off, then I watched you pack. You walked out slow in my faded shirt, and every step you took I felt it crack. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring, burning circles where your touch used to sting. Every sip tastes a little like you, sweet at first, then it cuts right through. Yeah, I keep pouring on these midnight wounds. Same old song in a busted room. Love's a bar tab, I can't clear clean. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring. Jukebox crooning in the corner booth. Couples dancing, swaying soft and slow. I'm nursing bruises no one can see. Smiling at strangers that I don't wanna know. There's lipstick ghosts on my old glass. Memories floating in the amber light. Your laugh, your hands on my backseat neck. Every wrong I did coming back tonight. Thought I was a wild man born to roam. You were the map that felt like home. Now the road just feels like running from everything I broke. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring, burning circles where your touch used to sting. Every sip tastes a little like you, sweet at first, then it cuts right through. Yeah, I keep pouring on these midnight wounds. Same old song in a busted room. Love's a bar tab, I can't clear clean. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring, yeah. We had blue jeans, back porch summers, bare feet, thunder rolling slow. You traced futures on my freckled shoulder, said promise me you'll never let me go. But late nights turned into later lies. I chased every shadow on the wall. You waited up in that cotton dress till my excuses just stopped coming at all. Now this fool feels like a witness stand. Every bottle's just telling on me. I'll trade every shot in this busted town for one more chance to let you see. Yeah, I got this whiskey on my wedding ring, burning circles where your touch used to sting. Every sip tastes a little like you, sweet at first, then it cuts right through. Yeah, I keep Shaking bare feet, tapping on the linoleum floor. Maybe you're learning how to sleep alone now, waiting on my key in the door. I'm playing tough guy in a cloud of smoke, but my hands won't stop that shake. I used to think heartbreak was just a song till I felt that first real break. Streetlight flickers, a dying breath. Another night, another slow death. Whiskey sour on a sticky bar, wondering where you are, so far. Empty glass, empty stare, just a ghost hanging in the air. Where'd you go, where'd you run, underneath this broken sun? Broken strings on my old guitar, broken dreams both near and far. Heartbeat drumming a ragged beat, can't find solace, can't find sweet. Love's a lie, love's a cheat, stuck here on this lonely street. Rain on the window, a steady drip, every memory a bitter sip. Your laughter echoes in my head, words unsaid, words unsaid. Shadows dancing on the wall, hear your name and I start to fall. This town ain't big enough for two, not when one of them is you. Broken strings on my old guitar, broken dreams both near and far. Heartbeat drumming a ragged beat, can't find solace, can't find sweet. Love's a lie, love's a cheat, stuck here on this lonely street. Oh, they say time heals all the wounds, but these scars just bloom deeper, darker every day. Gonna waste away, gonna fade away. Wish I was numb, wish I was dead. Another lesson I gotta learn about goodbye, about the end. No one to call, no one to mend. The shattered soul, this weary heart, torn to pieces right from the I kept your number in my phone, even when I stopped calling, like proof of a life I had before I learned about falling. Pass your street without looking now, still feel it in my chest. Funny how the heart remembers what the mind does best to forget. I was there, but not enough to, scared of love to show my love. These dark blues don't blame me, they just sit beside me. They don't ask me to be brave, they just stay. I don't shout, I don't choose, I just miss you. Dark blues. I learned how to laugh again in rooms you'll never see, but every job feels borrowed, like it's not really for me. I don't hate the man you left, I just wish he understood that loving you was simple, but I made it hard when I shouldn't. Some regrets don't scream or cry, they just breathe when you lie. These dark blues know my truth, everything I couldn't do. They don't leave when I'm confused, they just stay. Dark blues, I don't beg, I just carry see if it still feels wrong. Then I remember silence is how I keep you strong. If letting go means hurting you, then I'll hold this pain instead. Some love stories don't end loud. They live quietly in your head. If I could speak without fear, I'd say I loved you clear. Not perfect, not right, just real every night. I wasn't ready then, and that's the truth I live in. Dark blue, dark blue. If you ever feel this too, it was real. It was you. It's told. Empty bottle on the nightstand shelf. Your side of the bed made itself. My books by the door, getting work last night. Phone full of your words, faded in the light. I keep scrolling like it's gonna change. Same sad sentence, different page. Whiskey on my weathered heart, burns going down. Tears fall sharp, love keeps leaving, bite marks in the says I'll be fine. Names his regrets, one at a time. Says, son, that woman ain't your first scar. I say, she's the one that drove my car. Jukebox humming, some lost regret. Couple in the corner, ain't broken yet. A hand on his sleeve, like you did to me. My throat goes tight, I can barely breathe. I ain't asking for a second chance, I just miss your shadow in my glass. Whiskey on my weathered heart, birds going down. Tears fall sharp, love keeps leaving, black marks in the dark. Yeah, it hits me, splits me apart. I keep calling, you keep walking, same old song, same cold and popping. Whiskey on my weathered heart. I've been faithful to my bad decisions. Every lonely mile, every crooked vision. Tried loving you like a last-ditch prayer. Turned out loud, just watch me swear. I wanted Sunday, soft and quiet. We got Friday nights full of riot. You wanted flowers in the windowsill. I gave you promises and unpaid bills. Now it's late night radio and a busted fan, talking to the ceiling like you'd understand. Your sweatshirt hanging on the kitchen chair, smells like heaven that isn't there. I trace your name in the spilled out drink, watch it fade faster than I think. If you ever wonder what you meant to me, this cracked gold glass is your eulogy. Whiskey on my weathered heart, birds going down. Tears fall sharp, love keeps leaving, bite marks in the dark. Yeah, it hits me, splits me apart. I keep pouring, you keep walking, same old song, same cold apartment. Whiskey on my weathered heart. So here's to the nights we almost got it right, to the crooked road that stole our light. If loving you's a bar tab, I can't pay in part. I'll sign it over with my weathered heart. I'll sign it over with my weathered heart. So here's to the night we almost got it right, to the crooked road that stole our light. If loving you's a bar tab, I can't pay in part. I'll sign it over with my weathered heart. I'll sign it over with my weathered heart. Dashboard lights keep blinking red, like they know what's in my head. I don't chase what already left, I don't fight what time has kept. Every mile between. I learned early how to stand with one foot in the past. Some things break a man slow, not all pain hits fast. These dark blues right beside me, quiet, cold and true. They don't promise me tomorrow, they just help me make it through. Love don't stay, it just moves, leaves a man with dark blues. Gas station coffee burned and weak, like every word I never speak. Your shadow's gone, but I still see what you took out of me. I don't hate, I don't blame, just learn how to live with the stain. Some hearts heal, some hearts bruise, mine just learn how to lose. I stopped asking for a sign, stopped begging for relief. When hope costs more than truth, a man sticks with belief. These dark blues don't talk back, they just sit in the cracks between what I was, what I'll be, what I lost, what's left of me. No excuse, no use, I just walk with dark blues. Midnight towns I pass through all look the same when you do. Every face feels borrowed now, every promise half allowed. I learned strength, they fist of fire, it's holding still when you're tired. I don't scream, I don't bruise, I just carry dark blues. If love's a storm, I stay too long. Tried to make a right from wrong, but the rain don't ever choose who it breaks, who it moves. I ain't cursed, I ain't free, just a man with memory. Every truth I never lose keeps humming dark blues. These dark blues don't save my soul, they just keep me whole. When the night pulls tight and close, they're the only thing I know. I don't win, I don't choose, I just live in dark blues. Sun comes up, I still cruise. Same road, same dark blues. The night leans heavy on my back, like it knows I won't crack. Street lights blinking, tire cold, same old truth, same old road. I don't rush, what time delays. I've learned patience pays its way. Every scar I didn't show still knows. I've seen promises wear thin, break from trying to win. Some fights die when you refuse to move. These dark blues don't change my mind, they just keep me in line. They don't beg, they don't use, they just groove. I don't bend, I don't lose, I keep time in dark blues. Bottom jukebox plays it slow. Songs about things I used to know. Your name slips through the tune, gone before it lands too soon. I don't chase what fades away, I let distance have its say. Some men shout, some men bruise. I grew quiet, I grew used. Silence taught me how to lead, without hunger, without need. You don't have to steal the room to move. These dark blues keep my pace, never rush, never waste. They don't heal, they don't accuse, they just stay true. I don't rise, I don't lose, I walk slow in dark blues. Steady lines, like it's reading my spine. I don't flinch, I don't stall, I've outlived the fall. Strength ain't loud or fast, it's knowing what will last. I don't scream, I don't bruise, I learn calm from dark blues. If love's a fire, let it burn. Watch the ash learn to turn. Some warmth costs too much skin to stay in. I ain't empty, I ain't cold, just season control. My time when the night asks me to choose, I don't refuse, I don't win, I don't lose, I just move in dark blues. Ooh, dark blues. Dawn comes through, no cue, same walk, dark blues. My way, I don't rush, I don't wait. City breathe through broken signs, like it's thinking the same as mine. I don't chase what makes a sound, I watch it sink, I watch it drown. Every truth I didn't use still hums in dark blues. I've seen fate dressed up as fire, burn the hands that held it higher. Some beliefs don't fall apart, they thin. Oh, these dark blues don't tell me lies, they just keep my eyes wide. They don't beg, they don't use, they just cruise. I don't bend, I don't lose, I keep still in dark blues. Barroom neon flickers low, like it's tired of the show. Your name drifts then settles down, not a scream, just a sound. I don't rewind what went cold, I let memory do what it's told. Some men burn, some men bruise, I learned how to refuse. Silence taught me how to hear what's real when nothing's near. You don't need a second chance to understand. These dark blues hold my flame, never soft, never vain. They don't heal, they don't accuse, they just move. I don't rise, I don't lose, I stay calm in dark blue. honest work. No disguise, no alert. I don't fight what wants to leave. I let go without belief. Strength ain't loud or fast. It's knowing what won't last. I don't scream, I don't bruise. I learn balance from dark blues. If love's a road, I missed the turn. Didn't crash, just didn't learn. Some passing without a sign. They fade in time. I ain't empty, I ain't through. Just quiet tune. These dark blues don't change my skin. They just live within. When the night asks me to choose, I don't refuse, I don't win, I don't lose, I remain and don't lose. I remain in dark blues. Morning hums, no cues. Same breath. Dark blues. Away. City breeze through cracks and breaks. Neon stains my tired shoes. Every step I don't refuse. I learned early how to stay when everyone else runs away. Low applause, no excuse. Just a man in dark blues. I don't look back for revenge. I don't move fast, I don't pretend. Some roads teach you how to stand. just tell the truth. I don't bend, I don't move, I'm just breathing down through, yeah. Midnight clocks don't judge my pace. They just tick, they don't care. Every scar didn't show, still knows where to go. I ain't clean, tired prayer. Two-lane road, nobody there. Dashboard lights keep blinking red, like they know what's in my head. I don't chase what already left. I don't fight what time has kept. Every mile just strips me clean, leaves the truth in between. I learned early how to stand with one foot in the past. Some things break a man slow, not all pain hits fast. These dark blues right beside me, quiet, cold and true. They don't promise me tomorrow, they just help me make it through. Love don't stay, it just moves, leaves a man with dark blues. Gas station coffee burned and weak, like every word I never speak. Your shadow's gone, but I still see what you took out of me. I don't hate, I don't blame, just learn how to live with the stain. Some hearts heal, some hearts bruise, mine just learn how to lose. I stopped asking for a sign, stopped begging for relief. When hope costs more than truth, a man sticks with belief. These dark blues don't talk back, they just sit in the cracks between what I was, what I'll be, what I lost, what's left of me. No excuse, no use, I just walk with dark midnight towns I pass through all look the same. When you do, every face feels borrowed now. Every promise half allowed. I learned strength ain't fists of fire, it's holding still when you're tired. I don't scream, I don't bruise, I just carry dark If love's a storm, I'll stay too long. Tried to make a right from wrong, but the rain don't ever choose who it breaks, who it moves. I ain't cursed, I ain't free, just a man with memory. Every truth I never lose keeps humming dark blues. These dark blues don't save my soul, they just keep me whole. When the night pulls tight and close, they're the only thing I know. I don't win, I don't choose, I just live in dark blues. Sun comes up, I still cruise, same road, same dark table, like you might walk back in. Habits die harder than love, like nights we couldn't sleep. I don't touch it much these days, but it still touches me. They said time would dull the ache, but it just taught me how to fake being fine. These dark blues sit with me when the room gets too quiet to breathe. They don't ask me to be strong, they just let me break along. I don't run, I don't choose, I just hurt in dark blues. Your laughter lives in empty space between words I never say. I hear you most when no one's here, when the night won't look away. I replay things I didn't do, more than the things I did. Some regrets don't scream or bruise, they whisper then dig in. I learned love ain't always loud, sometimes it's just staying around in the pain. These dark blues know my name, every doubt, every shame. They don't leave when I'm confused, they just stay. Dark blues, I don't beg, I don't move, I just feel in dark blues. Morning comes like nothing's wrong, like the world don't feel this lost. People talk about moving on like it's just a switch you cross. I smile back, I play my role, say I'm good, say I'm fine, but every step I take alone leaves you further on my mind. If I had one honest prayer, it wouldn't ask you back, it just asked for one more night where I could tell you that I loved you more than I showed, more than fear would allow. I'm still learning how. These dark blues hold my hand when I don't understand. They don't fix what I lose, they just help me through. I don't win, I don't lose, I survive in dark blues. If you ever feel this too, I'm still here. In dark blue. Night folds in like a tailored coat, fits you right around my throat. City lights don't ask my name, they blink once, then look away. chase what's moving fast. I learned wait from things that last. Every step I didn't lose, polished by dark blues. I've seen fire burn itself, trying to be something else. Some men learn to rise and fall. I learned to stand. These dark blues don't break my stride. They keep the edges tight. They don't beg, they don't use, they just set the mood. I don't bend, I don't choose, I move clean in dark blues. Barroom glass holds neon lights, same old songs in newer ties. Your voice drifts through the smoke, doesn't land, just floats. I don't chase what didn't stay, I let memory decay. Some good things bruise, then turn into use. Silence taught me how to read the space between need. You don't have to raise your tone to own the room. These dark blues don't speak out loud, they keep me level in a crowd. They don't heal, they don't accuse, they just show what's true. I don't rush, I don't lose, I stay sharp. Sharp in dark blues. Midnight trains don't look behind, they just cut the line. I respect that kind of grace, leaving without a trace. Strength ain't fists of borrowed pride, it's walking calm on your own side. I don't ask, I don't choose, I trust these dark blues. If love's a war, I laid arms down. No white flag, no crown. Some battles end when you refuse to bleed for proof. I ain't hollow, I ain't used, just steady tune. These dark blues don't fade with time, they age like well cut lines. When the night pulls tight and smooth, I move through. I don't rise, I don't lose, I just live in dark blues. Dawn breaks clean, no cues. Say man, dark blues. Streetlight flickers, a dying breath. Another night, another slow death. Whiskey sour on a sticky bar, wondering where you are so far. Empty glass, empty stare. just a ghost hanging in the air. Where'd you go? Where'd you run? Underneath this broken sun. Broken strings on my old guitar. Broken dreams both near and far. Heartbeat drumming a ragged beat. Can't find solace, can't find sweet. Love's a lie. Love's a cheat. Stuck here on this lonely street. Rain on the window, a steady drip. Every memory a bitter sip. Your laughter echoes in my head. Words unsaid, words unsaid. Shadows dancing on the wall. Hear your name and I start to fall. This town ain't big enough for two, not when one of them is you. Broken strings on my old guitar. Broken dreams both near and far. Heartbeat drumming a ragged beat. Can't find solace, can't find sweet. Love's a lie. Love's a cheat. Stuck here on this lonely street. They say time heals all the wounds, but these scars just bloom. Deeper, darker every day. Gonna waste away, gonna fade away. Is there a reason? Is there a sign? This pain ain't yours, it's only mine. A twisted knot, a tangled thread. Wish I was numb, wish I was dead. Walking down these empty lanes, feel the chill, feel the pains. Every corner, every turn, another lesson I gotta learn. About goodbye, about the end. No one to call, no one to mend. The shattered soul, this weary heart, torn to pieces right from the start. another day's cruel light. Leaving doubts behind, fading into night. Aching in my bones, lost the will to find. Midnight train, carrying my pain. Midnight train, wash away the stain. Midnight train, again and again. Whiskey burning down slow, like a memory of her touch. Where did our good times go? Why did I want too much? Just a fool I know, never learning such. Shadows on the wall, dancing with my ghost. Heard the lonely call of all the love I lost. Standing tall or falling, who pays the final smile just enough so no one asks me why. Some truths don't want to be spoken, they just sit behind your eyes. I keep your name off my tongue, but not out of my head. It's easier to stay quiet than explain what we had. I wasn't cold, I was afraid of loving you the wrong way. These dark blues don't ask for peace, they ask for honesty. They don't rush me to move on, they let me be. I don't fight, I don't choose, I just stay in dark blues. I still remember how you looked when you didn't feel seen. That's the moment I lost you and didn't know what it meant. I tried to be what you needed, but needed you too much. Some love collapses quietly under the weight of touch. Thought silence would protect us. Now it's all that's left. These dark blues know my shape, every fault, every weight. They don't leave when I'm confused, they just sit. Dark blues. I don't beg, I don't move, I just breathe. Say time will make it light, but it just makes it clear that losing you was wasn't the end, just the longest year. I don't want you back anymore, I just want you okay. Some goodbyes on endings, their love that stays. If I could say one honest thing without reopening scars, it'd be this: you were home, even when we fell apart. I don't blame you, I don't run, I just carry what we were. Loved you, dark blue. Some love doesn't fade or die, it just learns to stay quiet. I still lower my voice at night, like you're asleep nearby. Old habits don't need reasons, they just refuse to die. Your side of the room feels colder, even in summertime. Funny how absence can feel heavier than goodbye. I thought I learned to forget, but I just learned to live with it. These dark blues don't chase the pain, they let it stay. They don't tell me to be strong, they let me be. I don't run, I don't choose, I just stay with dark blue. I hear your name in crowded rooms, and my heart still turns. Not because I want you back, but because some things burn. I don't hate the life I have, I just miss who I was. When loving you felt simple, before fear made it hard. Some love Sometimes I wonder if you know how much you changed me. Not with words or promises, but quietly. I carry you in how I listen, in how I pause. Now I hold back saying things I would have said before. If loving you was my mistake, I'd still make it again. Not for how it ended, but for who I was back then. I don't need forgiveness now, I just need to say you mattered in a way that never goes away. These dark blues don't let me heal, but they keep me real. They don't fix what I lose, they just see me through. I don't win, I don't lose, I just love you. Dark blues. If you ever feel this too, you weren't alone. I was Ashtray sunrise on the nightstand, half-warm coffee, lipstick on my hand. Your laugh still hanging in the kitchen there, your sweater on a chair like you're still there. Old boots sleeping by a broken door, floorboards aching where we danced before we were young, dumb, out of our minds, trading tomorrows for overtime. Pour that whiskey on your photograph, watch your smile swim then start to crack. Love was a wildfire in a paper room, burned down fast, left the barroom moon. I keep on chasing what I had to lose, love and life and these whiskey blues. said, baby, I ain't fixing you. Then patched my pride with a crooked truth. You held my face when the world turned mean. Said life ain't kind, but it don't have to be clean. We missed rent, but we made rent songs. Fought all night just to hold on. You threw a glass, I ducked the pain. Shards in the sink like summer rain. Was it poison? Was it prayer? Every time you ran your fingers through my hair. Were we broken or were we brand new? I still taste every answer on you. Oh, that whiskey on your photograph. Watch your smile swim, then start to crack. Love was a wildfire in a paper room. Burned down fast, left the ballroom on. I keep on chasing what I had to lose. Love and life and these whiskey blues. Oh, yeah. I took that job at the edge of town. Same old hammer, just a different sound. Nails and names, I drive them deep. Your ghost still follows when I try to sleep. You took your suitcase, took the train. Left your perfume in the window pane. Left your ring in the sugar bowl. Sweet and rusting where we used to hold. Tell me, darling, did you find your light? Or just a quieter kind of fight? Do you still hum our crooked tune when you're pouring drinks for some new fool? That whiskey on your photograph. Watch your smile swim, then start to crack. Love was a wildfire in a paper room. Burned down fast, left the ballroom. I keep on chasing what I had to lose. Love and life and these whiskey blues. Oh, yeah. Bartender says I should call you up, but my hands shake when I touch that glass. Every sorry that I never spoke, rising like smoke, rising too fast. If I had one more busted night with you, I'd drink the dawn, I'd tell the truth. No cheap lies hiding in my grin. Just I was wrong and come back in. Now every Friday, same crooked chair, same bench shadow in the busted glass. Some girl laughs, kinda like you did. I turn my head, then I kill that wish. Life keeps rolling like an old tape deck, always hissing at what comes next. I've got my stories, I've got my scars. You're the longest line in this house of cards. Was it hell?